This Saturday night from the Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Missouri, DAZN presents a huge card, which includes such fights as Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Rankin, Brandon Reels versus Ramon Alvarez, Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Bogdag Dinu, and this fight, a fight scheduled for 10 rounds in the middleweight division, King Gabe Rosado of Philadelphia against Luis Arias, who fights out of Florida. Let's get into some of these fighter stats before I make my prediction in this video. Gabe Rosado is 30 years of age. He stands at 5'11.5". He has a 71.5-inch reach. His professional boxing record is 24 wins, 11 losses, 0 draws, and 14 KOs. Rosado fights out of an orthodox stance. His biggest victory to date was in his last fight when he surprised up-and-coming prospect Glenn Tapia and stopped him in 6 rounds. Rosado has fought everyone, it seems, in boxing, including Gennady Golovkin, Peter Quillen, Jermell Charlo, David Lemieux, and Martin Murray. Rosado has not been successful in any of those outings, but he has proved to be more than a gatekeeper when he's given proper notice for a fight and gets to put in a full camp. Luis Arias. Next, Luis Arias is 28 years of age. He stands at 5'11" and has a 68-inch reach. His professional boxing record is 18 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, 9 KOs. He also fights out of an orthodox stance. He's only really been tested one time, and that was against Daniel Jacobs, who is now a world champion. And that fight, Jacobs versus Arias, ended in Arias' first professional boxing loss. If you look at Arias' record on paper, his biggest victory to date was against a fighter from Russia named Arif Magomedov, who also himself had never been really tested. In my opinion, Luis Arias should win this fight against someone like Gabe Rosado, especially when you look at it on paper. But Luis Arias, unfortunately, has no pop in his punches. Out of his 18 wins, he only has 9 KOs. And to stop Gabriel Rosado, you have to stop Gabriel Rosado. You have to be able to punch and push him back, because this guy keeps coming forward, and the only time he slows down is if you land heavy bombs on him. But against a guy that doesn't land bombs and doesn't have that power, I see Gabe Rosado running through Luis Arias this Saturday night in Kansas and getting his first consecutive back-to-back victories since 2016. In my opinion, that's what's going to happen. My prediction will be Gabe Rosado majority decision victory against Luis Arias this Saturday night, November 17th.